Hi students, today we are going to discuss about a wonderful phenomenon, that is total internal reflection, and we are going to use this diagram in order to explain this total internal reflection. Before discussing about this total internal reflection, first let us see what is meant by internal reflection. Consider this figure and you can see that one of the media is denser medium and other is a rarer medium, and this line is the interface. Interface means it is the surface which separates these two media, that is it separates between denser medium and rarer medium. And if light passes from optically denser medium to rarer medium, then at the interface two things will occur. That is, the light is partly reflected back into the denser medium itself. That is, the light is actually traveling from denser medium, and we can see that a part of light is reflected back into the denser medium itself, and a part of light will be refracted to the rarer medium. This reflection is called internal reflection. That is internal reflection. What is internal reflection? At the interface, the light is partly reflected back into the denser medium and partly refracted to the rarer medium. This reflection is known as internal reflection. Then, what is total internal reflection? We can see that under certain conditions, the whole of the incident light, these are our incident light, and the entire incident light will be reflected back into the denser medium. Only under certain conditions we can see that the whole of the incident light can be made to be reflected back into the denser medium. This phenomenon is known as total internal reflection. Complete incident light will be reflected back into the denser medium. That phenomenon is total internal reflection. And now let us discuss about the conditions under which this phenomenon takes place. Look at this figure. Consider the first incident ray. Here you can see three incident rays, first, second and third incident. We have three incident rays. Consider the first one. When a ray of light travels at an angle of incidence I, here I is the angle of incidence and it is a small angle of incidence, and the light travels from denser medium to a rarer medium. Then what happens? It is traveling from denser to rarer medium. So what happens to the refracted ray? This is refracted ray, and refracted ray bends away from the normal. So we know angle of refraction. This is angle of refraction. Angle of refraction is greater than angle of incidence because light is traveling from denser to rarer medium. As we know, when it happens, the refracted ray bends away from the normal. For such a case, angle of refraction is greater than angle of incidence. Okay. Then consider the second incident ray. When you consider the second incident ray, this is angle of incidence. This is angle of incidence. Then this angle of incidence is greater than this one. That is, angle of incidence is increased. For the second time, angle of incidence increases. then what happens to the corresponding angle of refraction? It also increases. Okay. Then for a certain angle of incidence, the angle of refraction becomes 90 degree. That is, this refracted ray goes along the surface of separation. Okay. That is, consider the second ray. For a particular angle of incidence, the refracted ray just goes along the surface of separation, and during this time angle of refraction will be 90 degree. Okay. This angle of incidence is known as critical angle. Here I is known as, here the angle of incidence is known as critical angle. That is, critical angle means it is the angle of incidence in the denser medium, for which angle of refraction in the rarer medium is 90 degree. Is called, that angle of incidence is known as critical angle. Critical angle. Critical angle denoted by IC. What is critical angle? It is the angle of incidence in the denser medium for which angle of refraction in the rarer medium is 90 degree, is known as critical angle. Then consider the third one. Here we can see that the angle of incidence is increased beyond the critical angle. That is, this angle is our critical angle. That is, angle of incidence reaches the critical angle. That is why the refracted ray is going along the surface of separation. Then still we increased the angle of incidence. For the third ray, we can see that angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle. Then what happens? Here we can see that no light is refracted into the rarer medium. This is rarer medium, but no refraction is visible here. We can see that the whole light is reflected back into the denser medium. Okay, that is, when angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, then no light is refracted into the rarer medium, but whole of it is reflected back into the denser medium. This phenomenon is known as total internal reflection. That is, the phenomenon in which a ray of light traveling at an angle of incidence greater than the critical angle, that is, angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, from denser to rarer medium is totally reflected back into the denser medium. That phenomenon is known as total internal reflection. So can you tell me what are the conditions so that this total internal reflection occurs? First condition is that angle of incidence must be greater than critical angle and light must travel from denser medium to rarer medium. These are the two conditions under which this total internal reflection takes place. So once again, light is traveling from denser medium to rarer medium. Consider the first case. Here, angle of incidence is less than critical angle, so that we can see that there is a reflection of light, and here angle of incidence is I, R is angle of refraction. Angle of refraction is greater than angle of incidence. Second time, as we increase the angle of incidence, when angle of incidence is equal to the critical angle, then the refracted ray goes along the surface of separation. Still we increase angle of incidence. angle of incidence greater than the critical angle, then what happens? Refracted, the light, the entire light is reflected back into the denser medium. That phenomenon is total internal reflection. Then conditions. What are the conditions under which this happens? First one is angle of incidence must be greater than critical angle. Then second condition is that light must travel from denser medium to rarer medium. So this is about total internal reflection.